Okay, we are here on Hollow King. We have options? Huh, let me guess. Visustella. Of course. And as every Visustella option, we remove random encounters, and we put the sound we want. Where's the cat? And the dog. Okay. And the crow. Every time the combination is this. 7, 7, 8, 7. A cat, dog, and crow. Perfect. Okay, let's start. The Hollow King. Okay, I kinda retract what I said before. Because I was expecting a lot of attention and care, which the maps definitely had. But there is no intro. Or at least something that sets me in, even a short fade in with a single sentence. Okay, it's here on the step. I suppose though the developer doesn't was more focused on doing the map than the programming, I feel like. Just for this I can probably assume it's one of the first games of the developer, because the starting dialogue should go on auto start, no, not on the first step. So maybe the developer didn't know about the feature. Visustella is just dead now. Curse it all, my skull is nigh to burst. Ah, that was the intro. Also, you know what triggers me off Visustella? Look at the bottom corner. It autosaves when you open the menu, it autosaves when you close the menu, it autosaves when you do a step, it triggers when you... Okay, this is not Visustella's fault, at least. Though, why do I need to autosave every time I open the menu? Upon mine awakening, I knew not this place wherein I lay. Okay, the developer didn't clearly know about auto start and self switches. That's unfortunate. Also, yeah, that's what I mentioned about cracks on the wall. So I can go here. Yes! Shortcut! Shortcut! Never mind, let's play the intended way. Ice Vestruvea, Blue Clearing Boys! Boys, we found it! Okay, what is the blockade for? A wooden shield! You could have just said a wooden shield. Come on, just say wooden shield. Meow, 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 meow. That's what I do with the menu now every time. Where's a Vestruve 5G? Okay, so they recycled the effect of a chest with those. With even the sound. Let's see the door what it does. Nothing. Huh. Not even a dialogue. Okay, those cracks on the wall crack me up, but it's kinda annoying to move around. Since you end up in the walls more often than you think. I got 10 goals! A coffin. I wonder to whom it doth belong. This empty enough light within. Wow, this is like the hit game Hollow Knight. I should probably save. Also, I personally don't like seeing Visustella used by default like this. Visustella can be a strong tool, but requires a lot of custom work. Like this is very... Like, look at this. Look at this. This character, first it goes in the file below by a piece. Second, like what it shows. The cloak, the eyes are very covered. So, Visustella can work if edited heavily, but at this point I prefer just to have something on my own. But here it's just randomly put inside, and look at this. You don't even see the face. That's French. Yeah, from Frankenstein, the region. Can you give the name title again? Yeah, it's The Hollow King. Like Hollow Knight, but without the knight. And with a king. Also, again, all this default stuff is definitely useless most of the time, unless it's a very deep game focused on min-maxing all the stats. And even if it was, definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't give a lot of how it's called. I wouldn't give it too much trust, because having the default functions of a default plugin by default makes me think that the level design isn't extremely reasoned and elaborated. Like, if I see those errors of programming, it's not like I think that the game is very well balanced. Unfortunately. Likeness of. What is this? Why does it trigger on in front of this one? A random level! No words may be discerned. Okay, we go down. Can we go up? No! Great! It was all for nothing. Well, no, never mind. I don't know why I said it. But yeah, not the best idea not to check if the player wants to go back. I suppose that's what happens with a lot of developers. They don't really even try to reason on what the player might do, except the intended way. Beware, proceed at thy own peril. Then I want probably boss time. Shortcut? No, so close. Epic word. I should equip my shield. What else do we have? Hyperson ward. Though my empathy shrouded in nescience. Note, do I recall neither who I am nor would I. We came to be in this forsaken place. Go forth. Well, since I'm here now. Wait, can I take the shortcut? No, I was so close. Too bad. Then now we save. A body lies upon a magic circle. He must have perished ere he could teleport. I forgot I need to set my items. Meow, 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 meow. I can't even equip the shield. Might thy affliction be cleansed by sacred fire? What are you? I don't get what it did. Maybe it kind of burned the corpse, but it wasn't clear. Boss room? Spoilers! Is moving on its own and not having control. I guess that should be Canadian. Canadian? Ah, I thought it was French as well. Found dark key. Another secret, this key, but are thou worthy to bear things. Okay, guys, I didn't play Hollow Knight, but I suppose it's referencing one of the Knights of Hollow Knight. Am I right? Also, we don't have a lot of skills, only dual attack, which could be... Oh no. Could be broken since... No, I don't recover TP every attack in the dual attack. Also, this is kinda bullshit, because now I won't do any damage. And like, I'm useless now. Come on! This is unfair! Okay, maybe I was intended to die? No. To be fair, the game kinda gave me a warning, but on the other side, yeah, I thought like there was the first battle, not a random one shot. What is this? What is this? What manner of place be this? Well, we play anything waiting for Silksong, which is kinda close even. Well, I'm joining the meme, but I didn't play the first one. Potion? And a plastron. I suppose an helmet? A breastplate. Better than nothing, good. Fool that I was, I placed fate where none was due. I don't get all the lore, I'm sorry. Also, how do I go on the other side? Okay. I am unable to decipher this script, yet it doth feel of grave importance. Ah, that's it, huh? Am I supposed to kill the other one? A magic circle. This one is of a different hue and whole. And still like the others, it remained inert. Nothing? Am I supposed to defeat the boss? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Also, the random triggers here are weird. Because I can definitely avoid them by mistake. This one has a trail. Maybe the puzzle is to push him down or... No. Well, I wasn't really expecting a puzzle from this game. Should we try kill the boss again? Maybe we were very unlucky? Or something? Sure, let's try again. Otherwise, there's nothing else to do. Anything else? We can't even grind. We just have to cross our fingers. Wait, we are doing way more damage now. And now we get one shot. Okay, let me guess. This game wasn't even tested. Like, the developer didn't even... Well, maybe there is a secret we missed, but I don't think so. Huh? Wait, now there's a choice? Oh, okay, yeah. Definitely not tested. Since this dialogue appears only if I walk a certain way. Let's try, but just every move he does, we are screwed. Except he has a basic attack he didn't use. No. Well, I call bullshit. Mao. A last Mao before we end. Wait. Wait. Maybe there were random encounters. Maybe there are random encounters, wait. Ah, there are random encounters. I just forgot I removed them. Yeah, I would say my bad, but, hear me out. A player shouldn't, have access to that option, in my opinion. Since if you don't get random encounters, it's impossible to win here. Krua! Definitely a Krua! Without the cat, those MZ games would be unplayable. Yeah, we need more Visustella cat around. Also, the blind luckily didn't connect, but if it did, that would have been a very boring fight. Are the crows only good to do blind? Baby Default, you say something? Ah yeah, it was possible in Baby Default, right? Though it was only inserted later though. I don't know if it changes something. I would say yeah, still not a good... This crowd just randomly damaged 3/4 of my health. At least Vicious Stella fully heals me, right? Yes. We still won't survive an attack. The Japanese version doesn't have it. Huh? Weird. Usually the Japanese versions have more stuff, not less. Weird. Yeah, we are not grinding all of this. We are not grinding all of this. Yeah, again, I'm not a fan of games that allow you to choose the difficulty. Bravely Default as well at this point, because it's like giving the player, well, I say it every time, but it's like giving the player the control over game design. And we know players have like a poor taste in game design. Just look at some RPG Maker games. So it's not really a player choice, more like a game design shown as a player choice. Because if the player has a choice to reduce something, which is not difficulty, then maybe if the player who used the option, since the option is here, means the developer might have a little exaggerated on that. And maybe kinda implies that random encounters are flawed in a way. I should make a video about it, right? Huh. I was ready to have it. I stopped fighting random stuff like 30% of the game. Yeah, definitely don't get me wrong, the reduction of random encounters is necessary in that game. Because after a while it becomes repetitive, but not only that game, in a lot of RPGs. The problem stands on random encounters. The problem stands in a game require or needing to have a reduction of random encounters to be playable, or at least to not be frustrating. Like, it's like coding a solution to a problem you created, which is too many random encounters. If there were way less random encounters, or they were structured in a different way, you can just avoid having the reduction of random encounters altogether. I don't know though, since random encounters are still a hot topic nowadays as well. Well, I wouldn't say hot topic. More like a hard game design choice to tackle, in any case.